Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far, as the questions remain about Vanguard. Shotzzy certainly not wasting any time about showing off his skills in a search and destroy chal up against the New York Subliners. And speaking of them, Clayster getting clowned on the timeline by some of the other pro players for pretending to know how to predict the spawns in these last couple of strange titles. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do to help this channel reach more people. And please consider subscribing as well if you have not yet already. Firstly, thought this was kind of beautiful from the Lion Man, an OpTic Texas Vanguard camo concept, as you can see it right here. Like, I'll put it on the big screen for you guys. I mean, no, this is just the type of stuff that we would love to have in the game. Halo launches straight up. I mean, look, we talked about Halo earlier today. I don't want to like beat a dead horse in a sense, but you know, they launch with team camos. They've got team weapon skins as well in the game already. This is just kind of beautiful for OpTic Texas, to be honest. And I'm sure you could do something like this for all the other weapons as well. Like, it would be nice if this type of thing was in the game. Lion Man, I'm pretty sure, designed one of these for Rainbow Six Siege and actually put it in the game for one of the teams. And I don't know, it was like Chiefs or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure, but it's just stuff like this. So you think, okay, come on, lads. Surely now is the time to actually get this stuff done at launch. At least have one thing to commit to every single year to say, okay, for the Call of Duty League, let's try and make this work. But clearly not happening quite as of yet. Wanted to mention this also from Gravity. Kind of sad to see one of the certainly the top assault rifle players in the amateur scene for the last several years never really got his shot in the Pro League as of yet. I thought he might do, especially when expansion comes in. I'm sure he will if he's still competing. It sucks to say this, but he's been dealing with some extreme stomach pain, unfortunately. He's gonna, well, try and sort his health out, and then he'll be back in business. I'm sure when he is back in business, like, he'll certainly slot into a great team again in Challengers, and hopefully make things work, if the entire Challenger scene, of course, hasn't left for Halo by then, which I suppose we'll see how that one goes. But I also wanted to mention a few scrims that were going on last night. To see Del Scrim Intel point out right here, FaZe versus Surge. They played early on. Now, we saw a few days ago that Surge actually beat FaZe 4-0 in a scrim set, and that was pretty impressive from the Surge guys, certainly, and FaZe obviously finding themselves on a bit of the back foot. They lose this one as well, 250-193. This also was noted that I'm pretty sure FaZe were technically hosting this one, but if you look at the pings, like on the right-hand side here, you guys can probably just about see, the latency on Mack accuracy pred is 11 and 10 all across the board. Arcitys seems to be hosting, or at least changing the maps, with a 9 ping. The rest of the FaZe guys aren't too close, so kind of strange, to be honest, that somehow, like, Arcitys is technically hosting, but all the guys on Seattle have incredible pings. I don't know whether, like, one of these is, because there used to be a glitch back in Black Ops 2, when you were spectating your teammate, your ping would look the same as the guy you were spectating. I don't know if that's the same thing here. Probably not, frankly, because all these ones are different. I don't know, kind of strange, to be honest. But, well, next map on Tuscan, they beat them 250-64. So, Surge, well, not exactly getting the better of them this time. FaZe maybe getting something of a revenge on what happened to them when they lost that scrim series a few days ago that we looked at last week. Just wanted to run through the rest of them as well to shout out, well, CDL Scrim Intel for putting all this stuff on the timeline. 250-220 to the Surge here. FaZe win this one, so it's 2-2 at this point. Then Bocage fade to win this one as well. And, like, okay, I think they go again here against Paris, and they probably win this one relatively comfortably. As you can see by the results, yeah, Paris barely getting above 150 points in every single one of these maps. So comfortable for FaZe in the end. Definitely they're taking some steps in the right direction. And yes, the game, they might not particularly enjoy it, but they're still going to grind things out and try and make something happen. This is also from Shotzzy then, because another two teams that are, of course, you know, they're still going to play the game. They're still going to try and be as good as they can be and, you know, prepare for the upcoming season. I'm sure changes are going to come. I'm sure improvements are going to come. And, well, the game is going to start being played on a competitive level at some point. And the rivalries and the storylines this season are absolutely out of control. One of those, of course, is Shotzzy against Crimsix and his former teammates over there. And, well, this they played last night in a search and destroy chal. And Shotzzy pulls off a pretty ridiculous 1 versus 4 here on Bocage. I'm not really sure how you're meant to pronounce that. Like, Bocage seems so, like, vanilla. There's no way it's actually pronounced like that phonetically. But some people say it like that. Some people say it differently. But, yeah, this 1v4 is nice. I don't have, like, a Crimsix reaction to this, unfortunately. But I think they just put up some money and said, let's play some search and destroy chals. Because the problem is, really, if you're a pro player playing search and destroy, that you can't really do all that much in terms of practicing search and destroy. Because if you try and practice it against other pro teams, a lot of pro teams won't really be trying unless you actually put some money on the line. And yeah, just the movement here for Shotzzy, like, even when he's not getting all the kills, just the way he gets around the map is just it's just so beautiful and fluid to watch.
Awesome.
You go and be from left. Go and be from right, like our back spawn. You saw him.
Okay.
Funny. At the
AR
shades.
back left.
The smoke nade too. my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
So Scum's like, damn, this guy's built diffy. Like, how do we get so lucky bringing this guy onto the team? Definitely a very scary SMG duo, I think, for next season. That's just the way he moves around the map right here. Like, there's been so many things that like have been discovered. I think on Tuscan, I saw a few people posting about some of the movements and like kind of the jump spots you can make happen on these maps. And that is fair enough, I suppose, in the sense that like these maps might not be the greatest for competitive play, but they do have some kind of nice jump spots. And this 1 versus 4, they end up winning this map 6-4 as well. So that was crucial to them winning this kind of search and destroy chal. And let's go on to the next point, of course, which is the spawns in the game at the present time. This, as Slasher says right here, which I thought was kind of optimistic anyway. I can read 95% of spawns already, but this hill spawn with U-side completely open got me, not gonna lie, love Vanguards. So this is Tuscan, as I'm sure you guys can tell with the kind of U over here, but maybe like me, you haven't really been playing the game, so it's tough to kind of tell what the map overviews are looking like. But anyway, the red team is trying to make their way through the bottom side of the map, and the blue team is spawning up right here. The red team gets a number of different kills, number 2 dies. There's only 2 alive right now. There's 1 here and there's 1 in the back of the hard point. You would very well imagine with U side completely open that, okay, these guys around the back right here, you would think in a normal Call of Duty title, the blue team would spawn out here somewhere. They would spawn over at the U side, like no one's blocking it at all. This is kind of the perfect way theoretically to break a hard point. You kind of go down one side, you break in the front and also from the left hand side, and then they're going to spawn out on the right hand side of the map, at least from their perspective. But no, that's not what happens at all. Even though pretty much all the control here on the back side and in the middle of the map is gone to the red team, the blue team still spawns in the back here, and like it's just so difficult. And like the other guy spawns literally right in the hard point. Number 2 literally spawned in the hill. So it's like, okay, what are you meant to do as the red team? You get 2 kills. It looks like you're going to break in. Theoretically, the other 2 guys should spawn out. They're going to come in a little bit later. It's going to be tough to hold on if you're the blue team. But instead, they get completely blessed. The squad spawns come in, and all the 4 boys are here now back in business. And unlucky, like the red team have to get another entire wave of kills to try and break the hard point. It's unfortunately just not going to happen. And well, the frustrations continue really as Austin says, how much to coach me? Get me faded. I'll teach you 95%. The other 5 might not be possible, right? Like 5% of the spawns in this game are tough. Now, fair play to Slasher. If he does believe that he can predict 95% of the spawns, that probably means that yes, the spawns in this game are certainly very questionable, but maybe they're somewhat predictable. That's the thing. If the spawns are terrible, like that's not great. But at least if they're predictable, that's okay. Sometimes though, the spawns are dodgy. Every single year, frankly, like the game comes out, the spawns are bad, and they try and fix the spawns. Whether that's successful or not, who really knows? The squad spawns are probably not going to go away. It's maybe just a function that Activision wanted in the game. I don't really know, right? Because they had them in Modern Warfare. Now this new engine, well, this Modern Warfare engine comes back for this game, and the squad spawns are there again. It's maybe not quite so bad in 4v4 as it was in 5v5, but it's still not ideal by any means. Simp says, good spawns, lads. Like, I mean, come on, Sledgehammer, get on this stuff. And I mean, this is TJ says, you're not reading 95% good try. He must be a genius, says aBeZy. Like, there's no way anyone could predict 95% of spawns in the game in its current state. You guys don't remember the classic tweet by Clayster saying he knew 95% week 2 of Modern Warfare. This was the big discussion really in Modern Warfare from Slasher and some of the OpTic and Los Angeles guys. I'm pretty sure also Los Angeles Guerrillas. Both of those teams are pretty tragic that year, and part of that was because we believe that they were told, or I'm pretty sure some of the pros talked about this, that there was meant to be a major overhaul that was coming to Modern Warfare that was going to change like all the way the weapon works. Like some of them that were super strong, the MP5, M4 might exactly change. Like a lot of the spawns were going to be tweaked as well. Things were going to be significantly altered in Modern Warfare with like a major update that was meant to be coming in December sometime. Now that update never arrived, and that's why like Aches and some of the Los Angeles Guerrillas guys, and I think even OGLA as well, were just kind of we're not going to really practice this game. We're just going to chill. Like maybe we'll play some search and destroy chals. We're not really going to screw and practice because the game's going to completely change, and then we'll learn it fresh. Now turned out that never happened. They actually had to start playing the game as it was, and that they were very much behind the pace. Now Clayster, as well, he said 95% week 2 of Modern Warfare. That would have been difficult with the spawns in that game, kind of a new spawn system that no one had really ever seen. Clayster Clowned as aBeZy, easy read, says Clay. I tried to kind of find this tweet, maybe it got deleted. I did find this one right here, which is kind of similar on the 22nd of November, I guess, on 2019, soon after Modern Warfare came out. I actually enjoy this game, etc, etc, and I think people were kind of frustrated with it at the time. Maybe we're in a similar boat now, really, with Vanguard to where we were 2 years or so ago with Modern Warfare. Not really a surprise. guys, but I think people generally found it quite fun early on, but then people, it fell off a cliff relatively quickly in terms of what people were enjoying. But as Clay says, the spawns, while frustratingly sticky, are easily predictable. So I think this is kind of what maybe people are referring to from a couple of years ago, maybe not 95%, but he was like, okay, yeah, the spawns are easily predictable. I know where everyone is spawning at all times. Gunrunner, Hackney Cave, Ramar's a hardpoint. But yeah, maybe some other pro players would look back at that and say, did you really, Clayster? Like, is it too easy in Modern Warfare, kind of how it is in this game, to predict some of these questionable spawns at times and changes you would imagine need to arrive. Now, this also from Donny Temp on exactly the same map. This is the same hardpoint on Tuscan as well, and okay, let's just have a look at this situation. You've got the red team coming in the right-hand side. This is a big gunfight going down right now, right here. And number 1 loses this gunfight to number 5. So you would think, okay, absolutely fantastic for the red team. Cellium, aBeZy, and Simp, they've all got the kills. You've got number 4 in the back right here. He's trying to hold on for dear life. And you're thinking, okay, probably the guys on the blue team are going to spawn out here on the right-hand side somewhere. Let's see what happens. And, okay, this guy's stuck in the back. There's absolutely no way they can spawn on him, surely, right? Like, you can't make this stuff up. I actually can't believe that. Number 2 spawn in the back here. Like, why though? Like, they already have control of the hardpoint. Where do the other guys spawn? Okay, like number 2 spawning here. Like, okay, the other guys spawning out. That makes sense. I cannot believe number 2 spawn up there though. And now all of a sudden they've got the perfect pinch. Number 2 dies. These 2 at the bottom, they're probably going to spawn on him there. Yeah, and they've got the perfect pinch again. And all of a sudden, blue team are going to maybe have a good chance to break in here. But then all the FaZe guys spawn at the back as well. This hill is just completely ridiculous, to be honest. Where the FaZe got, there's no way he actually spawned up there. What is this hill, man? Oh my god, I actually can't believe that. Okay, this hill's complete chaos. I can't believe like anyone can predict the spawns of that. That's just completely ridiculous. Like, all of the things that happen there, the fact that this spawn is so sticky just seems incredible to me. I guess they've got this little L wall thing that's okay, yeah, that blocks off the spawns, lads. Like, you don't have to worry about it. But I mean, in reality, like, there's just no way you should be spawning back here when there's someone in the hardpoint. But on the other team, of course. But who knows, right? Sledgehammer, they can do what they want. The spawns are what they are. But it's things like that that just make the pros think, okay, what is even this game I'm playing right now? I'm sure when the game does officially kick off, we're going to get some moments from Merc where he's looking at the minimap thinking, what was that, ladies and gentlemen? But it's just what happens when a new COD comes out right every year, right? That's how things go. This then I wanted to mention because Kenny, we talked about it yesterday, like could he be the best made assault rifle when he picked it up in, of course, last year in Cold War for Los Angeles Thieves. It was really crucial on that team. But as this is described right here, so as Miles says, this guy Kenny from back in 2018 when he won at the Esports Console Rookie of the Year. And as Doug says, I'll still never understand how this legend switched to an AR. Kenny, you're literally the best sub player, period. I'm just saying that. Sorg no hit scan ruined subs for me. We'll see about this year though. So Kenny's saying it's possible. There's of course Kenny and Drazah are kind of the 2 flexes on the team, where the Drazah runs the second AR to Octane, where the Kenny runs the SMG, the second SMG to Envoy. That is a big question mark right now. Could certainly still happen. We'll see how things go. But yeah, Kenny on an SMG this year, back on a PPSH maybe if it becomes meta, or an MP40. Not to be ruled out at all. I'm pretty sure we talked to him a while ago as well on the Breaking Boy podcast, and he said something similar, that it's not out of the question. He's back on an SMG for this year. I just wanted to mention this as well, because just another classic clip of a stupid hacker coming out on the timeline. This guy's getting frustrated because he ran past his teammate or whatever, the guy that kills him. And I mean, you could just so blatantly see on his stream, like the yellow box around this guy. Like, how does he not get this kill, man? It's actually just pathetic. Imagine hacking, knowing exactly where the enemies are and still getting guns. It's just classical stuff. And as Crow says, he lost 2-0 to Yeez. You can't make this stuff up, honestly. Very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hitting the like button tells the YouTube gods this is a good video, and looks like you should enjoy it as well, and hope grow the competitive Call of Duty community. Thanks for watching as always, take care, and I will see you next time.